and she doesn't like it.
Move. No, seriously. Move.
Sylvia Brown Wednesday. That's what's coming up right now on Montel. Welcome, and thank you so much for joining us today. If you're searching for answers about mysterious situations, there's really only one place to go and one person to ask, and that is the author of the new book, If You Could See What I See, world-renowned psychic Sylvia Brown. Welcome to the show. Steve, how are you doing?
Great.
Things have been great. You've been traveling all over the country, on lectures, on tours.
Yeah, on the Caribbean.
And people are showing up.
I'm going to be taking another one in November to Mexico.
Somebody asked me once, it says, you know, why doesn't Sylvia go like to the Met where all the people are? Why don't you go down like Disney World, or not, you can't do it in Disney World, but go where all the people are. And I bet you if you did a conference down there, you'd probably do an 80,000, 60,000 seat arena. But that'd be tough for you to answer questions.
Yeah.
Too many heads.
Yeah.
How many people have you talked to in, let's say, the last month? Watch this.
I'm looking at Reed.
But just so you get an estimate, I want people to understand how hard this lady works. They think you just come up or hang out on my show, sell one or two books.
Maybe 12,000.
12,000 in the last month.
Yeah.
Month. That's what I'm talking about. That's crazy. And I want to know about the book, and we talked about this the last time you were on the show, but one of the things about it, are people coming to you now because they want more spiritual guidance, or what's the most pervasive question that's being asked?
The most spiritual is, Sylvia, am I on track?
You're on track. And then what's the next most pervasive
Where's
question?
Mr. Right?
Where's Mr. Right? See? Where's Mrs. Right? Everybody's looking for love.
Everybody.
Well, you talk a little bit about love in this book, but...
Yeah, not very successfully on my part. But I do say, and I've said that in my other books, is you've got to love yourself first. See, people keep looking for another person to make up the other half of them. That's so wrong. You've got to be two halves to find another two halves.
But now, right this minute, with a 50% divorce rate and relationships breaking up...
How about 65?
65% divorce rate, relationships breaking up the way they are, should somebody actually be looking for Mr. or Mrs. Right, so that they just be trying to figure out how to do this by themselves? You know what I think? I think that you can start out that way, but I do believe in coupling. I do believe that God meant for us to have somebody. But I don't think that that should be the driving force in our life. I think, what about friends? What about your family? What about your animals? What about all that? You know, people say, oh, if I don't get Sam, my whole life is ruined. That's stupid. Because you probably didn't want Sam anyway.
No, he's probably a jerk.
Right, okay. All right, well, look, I have a lot of guests that came here today that have some questions for you about some mysteries in their lives, and my first guest has no idea how her son was killed or why. I want you to take a look at this.
My name is Debbie Forte, and I'm here today because I'd like to know if Sylvia can tell me what really happened to my son.
Debbie is distraught because her 18-year-old son, Frankie, went missing. His mother described him as a kind and sensitive child who was a bit of a follower and struggled for acceptance by his peers.
The day after I picked him up from work with his paycheck, he had a plan. He was going to move out. He was going to move away from home. He was going to take that money and start a new life elsewhere. I said, you know, this is not the time.
His mother said he was a recovering drug addict and that he was trying to finally get his life back together.
That morning, we got in the car. We went down to the bank. What happened was we had an argument at the bank, and he stormed off. And so I left him at the bank, but I figured he'd just come home angry. The last day I saw him was September 23rd, 1999. If I had the opportunity to do it over again, I would have made sure that I got him back in the car and brought him home. He was missing for about 8 months. When they did find him, it wasn't until May, I believe May 2nd. His body was decomposed, and they weren't able to tell by the state of decomposition what he died from. One of the ways that they were able to identify him was through the rosary beads that he had when he left. You can never really find closure, but knowing more helps you to deal with it better. If Sylvia could answer some of my questions, I would be able to deal with it better.
Please welcome Debbie to the show. So before you jump in, Debbie, you know, the last time you saw your son was where? At a bank, was it not?
Right. I have a lot of guilt about this.
Okay.
And, you know, I just wonder, you know, over and over again if I did the right thing. You know, I thought he was going to come home, but he never did. And
But explain what took place at the bank, because, I mean, Sylvia's going to know, but I got to fill in the other people who are watching the show. You were at the bank with your son. He was trying to cash his paycheck, right, or his check?
Right,
The
right.
two of you got in a little bit of an argument, whatever, a spat, right?
Right. Well, he wanted to take all the money, and he wanted to leave home and live elsewhere, and he really wasn't ready because he was recovering from heroin addiction, and I was trying to get him into outpatient rehab, and I pretty much was taking him everywhere. I was driving him to his job. I was helping him with his money. I just didn't want to give him any money because I thought he'd just run out and spend it all on drugs. So at this point, you know, push came to shove, and, you know, I deposited the money into my account, and he was very upset. It was a joint account, and, you know, like I said, he wanted to take it and go elsewhere.
So you left him when you left. I mean, after the discussion, you went ahead and left. He was angry. You left. Now, that's the last time you saw him, was
That's
at
the
the
last
bank?
time I saw him.
Was he exiting the bank, or was he still in the bank when you saw him last?
He was entering the bank.
Entering. So you parted ways as he goes in. So there should be a surveillance film or something of his time in the bank, right? Were you able to take a look at that?
No, no.
Did you
Why?
ask?
I didn't push it at the time because, you know, I was just overcome by the whole thing. I had a lot of guilt. What I did was I used tough love techniques with him at times, and we weren't really on great speaking conditions at that point.
Because he'd had this addiction for quite a while, and you didn't know what to do. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, he had been in
He was
jail
stabbed because it was a drug deal gone bad.
He was?
Yes.
Do you know who the people were?
The guy's name is...
But was he killed there?
Yeah, within that same area that he was found in.
Do you know when? What day?
Oh God, it was like the 23rd or 24th. I mean, it was a day after, you know, that you left him. I mean, he was gone right away.
Do you know?
And see, that's unfortunately, even though he was trying to get his life together, he wanted the money because he didn't want to make a drug deal.
That's what he wanted it for?
Uh-huh.
Is this somebody that lived in our town that he was with?
He'd run around with this dark-haired, dark-complected guy quite a bit. I can't imagine that you wouldn't have seen him.
Do you know how old he was, or?
22, maybe 23.
Do you know if he went to school with him?
He was ahead of him.
He was ahead of him in school?
Uh-huh.
But you're saying he did go to school with him, and he's
Yes,
from
he
the
was
same area?
a year or two ahead of him.
Okay, and it was a drug deal gone bad?
It was a drug deal gone bad because he didn't have any money to pay for the drugs, and he promised it.
But what were they doing there? How come he ended up in the ravine?
Because he told him he would meet him somewhere.
So his body was dropped someplace else?
That's right.
He met him someplace and then he was dropped?
Do you know, and you're saying he was stabbed?
Stabbed.
Do you know which part of his chest he was stabbed in?
In the heart.
I got to take a little break.
He went right away.
After this.
How come there was nothing at the crime scene, though? I mean,
I saw what I believed was a deer run right across the front of my car, and my instant reflex was to swerve. It was as if I hit a sheet of ice.
But mysteriously, her interior car light continued to shine brightly.
I lost consciousness staring at that light. Sylvia, was there an angel with me?
Oh, I should have used Preparation H.
Wherever you go, take the easy way to cleanse, cool, and soothe. Preparation H Portables. 4 times bigger than Tux Pads. Preparation H Portable Wipes. Big relief. To go.
David's Bridal announces the $99 gown sale. Beautiful gowns starting at just $99. Plus every gown $50 to $200 off. But that's just the start. Come in now and pay no interest and no payments for 6 months. Find the gown of your dreams at the $99 gown sale, now at David's Bridal. But hurry, sale ends May 22nd. Call 1-800-399-BRIDE to schedule your appointment today.
Stay tuned, we'll be right back. I needed immediate toothache relief. Thank goodness for Oragel.
Unlike pain pills that can take up to 30 minutes to work, Oragel delivers immediate relief.
And we're back.
Oragel takes the ache out of toothache immediately.
Introducing Kellogg's Granola Munch'ems, a snacking breakthrough so colossal, so epic, it makes words like colossal and epic seem itsy-bitsy and teeny-weeny. New Granola Munch'ems, absolutely gigantic. Crunchy, perfectly bite-sized granola triangles in a little yellow pack. Bum, ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. New Kellogg's Granola Munch'ems. How will you munch on them?
Today, Jennifer is a pharmacy technician. She loves her job because she gets to work with different people every day. Jennifer was hired right after she graduated from Apollo College. It was less than a year ago when she called Apollo. Now it's your turn. Pick up the phone and call Apollo College for a video or DVD today. Your career as a pharmacy technician starts at Apollo College.
See how far your mind can take you with Apollo College.
All across America, people are celebrating their freedom from credit card debt. They're using Consolidated Credit Counseling Services.
We work with credit card companies to get your interest rates reduced or even eliminated.
Consolidated cut our interest rates in half.
Our payments dropped from $650 to $350 a month. It was great.
Call now. 1-800-774-8576. That's 1-800-774-8576.
Freedom!
Have you had an unusual experience and you need Sylvia Brown's help? If so, call us at 1-800-MONTEL-2. That's 1-800-MONTEL-2.
Yeah, 9 months ago, someone very close to me took their own life. I want to know if they're regretting it or if they're finally at peace.
Finally at peace because they were so terribly depressed.
Very.
And you know that.
Yeah.
Terribly depressed, hated life, thought there was nothing good ahead, futility, depression. See, that's an illness.
He's finally settled?
Yes.
That's good.
Well, my next guest believes that an angel saved her life. I want you to take a look at this. Lynn Anderson survived a near-death experience while driving home from work during a terrible rainstorm.
I saw what I believed was a deer run right across the front of my car, and my instant reflex was to swerve. It was as if I hit a sheet of ice. I could not turn my wheel or do anything to stop the car from going straight into this deep ravine.
Lynn was trapped in her vehicle. She was covered in debris, and the car was quickly filling with water.
There was one moment that a thought shot through me as strong and as clear as if someone spoke directly in my ear. Turn on the inside car light and someone may see you.
Lynn's car was so badly damaged, the battery had been ripped out upon impact. But mysteriously, her interior car light continued to shine brightly.
I lost consciousness staring at that light and hoping with all my heart that someone was going to see that light, because that truly was my last hope. The next thing I remember, I heard this manly voice saying to me, "Hang in there, ma'am. We're going to get you out." Sylvia, was there an angel with me that night? And is that angel still with me?
Please welcome Lynn to the show. That's the question. What's that, Sylvia?
Two angels.
I feel their presence very strongly.
Two angels. And they're archangels.
I feel that I've been a magnet ever since this accident. People in trouble come to me.
As corny as maybe some of us in the audience might think we're crazy, but it's almost like you can feel the wing, you know, the...
Yes, I can.
I know you can.
Ever since that.
So now, but she's
I can see an aura of you that I never could see before the accident. There are people now that I can see.
Oh, sure.
Things that I could never see.
How can she develop, or should she develop
Yes, she should develop it because her angels are very strong. And not only that, but her spirit guide is very strong. See, what people don't realize is your angels are always with you, but your spirit guide is the one that really yells, get your, you know what, in here.
Or saves your life, or doesn't.
Absolutely.
It's been a joy.
Absolutely.
So what should she do, though, to develop this out?
Just ask God to let it come in.
And
it's
continue.
as simple as that. And just go with it.
Excellent. Yes, ma'am, you had a question for Sylvia.
Yes. Hi, Sylvia. Can you tell me what causes my dog to have seizures?
Your dog to have seizures? There is a tumor on the cerebral cortex.
And there's nothing they can do about it?
They could do surgery, but I'm not sure the dog is going to live through that.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello, Sylvia. My brother has been missing for 5 months now, and I was just wondering if he's still alive and if he's ever going to come back.
No, he's not alive, honey. No. No, he's not alive. No. But there seems to be 3 people involved with it. Sort of a sandy-haired female, a short, very thick-built male, and a slender male.
Are they ever going to find his body?
Yeah, in brush by a shack that's painted yellow that has a slant on it. You know, run down.
Excuse me?
Run down.
Rundown shack.
Rundown shack.
Do you know where about?
About 6 miles from where he was last located or whatever. 6 miles to the south.
I got to get some other questions, okay? I got to take a break. We'll be back right after this, okay?
I'm in my room sleeping, and I hear like kind of footsteps on my stairs. Kind of like a bad like horror movie. It feels like it's never ending. What are these things? Like, why are they around me?
The mystery of Brennan's parents' disappearance unravels on the Bones season finale.
What else are you not telling us?
Bones.
Tonight at 8 on Fox 12 Oregon. More local news, more live weather, more of the news you need first at 11. Now, Fox 12 Oregon has a new 11 o'clock newscast featuring 12 on 12. All your local news and weather in the first 12 minutes. Weeknights, you have a new choice. The original #1 10 o'clock news, followed by the new 11 o'clock news on Fox 12 Oregon. First, live, local.
Mom says there's no money for college.
Then do what I did. I took a medical assisting course.
Yeah, but how long did it take?
Less than a year. They even placed me in an externship program. That's how I met Dr. Radley. Look, why don't you give them a call and have them send you an information package?
I think Mom's gonna like this.
Call Everest College for information at 800-515-9641. That's 800-515-9641. Call now or check us out online.
Who's the man, baby? Got me some cash.
We came to Northwest Title Loans to get fast cash for our weekend getaway.
For an unexpected bill.
To get cash back in my pocket.
It only took about 15 minutes.
And all I needed was a clean and clear car title, plus a valid ID.
There were no hassles and no credit checks.
They wanted our business.
And I still have my car.
Northwest Title Loans.
Helping me get the cash I need.
Or whatever.
Interest-free for 30 days with no payment for 60 days.
Massage was definitely my dream. It's absolutely what I feel that I was put on this earth to do. Ashmead was the ways and means to get there. When I came out, I realized I was really set up to be successful. I've created my own business. I've been self-employed for the last 3.5 years. I have a wonderful office. I answer to nobody but myself. I'm home every night by 4 to be there with my son.
To start your career in massage therapy, call now for a brochure. 888-548-1653.
Look at what we're working on for tomorrow's show. She thought it was a home invasion.
I thought we were going to be murdered.
It was really an elaborate scheme to rob the bank she managed.
If you make one single mistake, you will never see your daughter alive again.
Her daughter held hostage wrapped in dynamite. If she didn't come back with the money,
your daughter will disintegrate.
How did this one end? You won't believe it.
Her scream haunts me to this day.
Women held hostage on the next Montel. Yes, ma'am, you had a question for Sylvia.
Hi, Sylvia. How are you? Since I was a small girl, I've had dreams where my grandmother has come to me. I'm her namesake.
Right.
I feel like we're one and the same person from what I understand from what my family has told me. I feel that she is my spirit guide.
She can't be, but she's your protector.
I never met her.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
She has to study for years and years and years and years to be your guide. But she can be your protectorate.
Okay. And now do I have an ability to see her?
Because otherwise you wouldn't be. Do you see what I mean? She'll come to you in dreams. She gives you messages.
She's come to me so many times, including my father who has passed as well.
Yeah.
He gives me signs.
Yeah, see, but listen to what they say, because like I've told so many psychics, people who have passed on know more than even we do. They can give us messages.
Of course. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. You had a question for Sylvia.
Hi, Sylvia. I was here 2 months ago, and I asked a question about having children, and you told me I had to, when it happens, it happens. But I forgot to ask when.
I have never said
well, you and your husband got to get busy.
In about 4 months.
Okay, thank you.
4 months, all right. Well, my next guest was born an identical twin, but she's the only one that's been experiencing unusual encounters. Take a look at this. 20-year-old Jackie has been experiencing unusual encounters.
I just can't be in my room alone. I can't be anywhere alone, not even for 1 second, or I will try to find someone, or I will go outside by myself and wait for someone to get home. It kind of like started as little things. I was in my room standing there, and I saw this black shadow come across me. Maybe 2 days later, I'm in my room sleeping, and I hear like kind of footsteps on my stairs. I'm like, Dad, are you home? No one answers. I go look, and his truck isn't out there. Like, I think that someone's there, but not. And then when I was looking in the mirror, like the biggest mirror in my vanity, I'm doing my makeup, my hair, and it wasn't me. Like, I looked at it, and it was me, but it wasn't me. It was like someone else.
One night when Jackie was sleeping, she woke when she heard a loud squeaking noise. She opened her eyes to see her vanity mirror moving on its own.
I knew she couldn't make something up like that.
Twin sister Jen is worried and concerned.
She was just crying and shaking, and you can't fake that. Kind of like a bad horror movie. It feels like it's never ending. Every time I try to tell her, you can go back to your room. It's fine. Nothing's gonna happen. Just go do it. And she won't do it. I would like to ask Sylvia, what are these things? Like, why are they around me? How can I live my life without being in such fear of not even being able to be by myself?
Please welcome Jackie and her twin sister Jen. Let's go. Jackie, what did you want to ask?
I'm sorry.
What did you want to ask?
I just want to ask, what is it? What was it that night? I honestly was so scared, and I don't know who was around me, and I just...
It's your spirit guide by the name of Ella. Now, here's what you do. Not so much like the other person who wants to develop it. If you don't want, it doesn't mean you don't block it. Just say, God, I'm not ready for it.
Okay.
I don't want it. I don't want to be a tube right now.
Okay.
You can close it off. And you're really not ready for it now because it's scaring you, and that's not right.
So I can definitely go on, living my own life and not being afraid of, going to sleep in my bed because I can't sleep in my bed.
Okay? Ella, just stop.
Okay, just say that, and everything will go away.
And say, go to God. I mean, or stay over there, or stay behind me, but I don't need to see you roaming around doing crazy stuff.
Yeah, was there a message that she was trying to,
No, just that I'm here. I'm here.
Okay.
Do you know, one of the things that you say this on the show so often, and I think what happens is because you say it so often, you think that people have automatically read and they get it. But you can tell that spirit that's running around doing aberrant stuff, if you know them by name, go to where you belong. Everybody freaks out and tries to call the priest to come in and perform an exorcism. Do it yourself. It's like, see ya, get out, you're dead, later. And guess what? They can't do nothing back to you because you just like, what's the ghost gonna do?
That's right, they can't do anything.
What's the ghost gonna do?
They can't do anything. They can't even go,
That's right. They can't push. You won't get pushed down the steps. The mirror won't break in front of you. Glass won't fly into your face.
And nobody's gonna pull you down the stairs.
Just tell the ghost
and all that crazy stuff.
Yeah, next time you see him in the mirror, go, ha, you're stuck in there.
Yeah,
yeah, that's right.
There's no one else around me. Okay. Thank you.
Right back here, Sylvia.
Hi, Sylvia. Our mother passed away 2.5 years ago. I was 5 months pregnant with my daughter. I just want to know, is she with us? Or does she give us signs?
Oh, yeah, she sees the daughters. She sees the whole family. See, I've always said this, even on the show. Please watch what the kids do. They can validate faster. The kids will look over in the corner, coo, wave, smile.
Okay.
Because they can see her.
Okay.
But do they give her...
Does she give us any signs, like she's with us? Like television's going on and off?
No, yeah, electricity, but she does a lot with lights.
Lights.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, let me tell you a break.
Please watch your kid with the staring up in the corner.
In all of my unusual dreams, people are always trying to communicate something to me. Sylvia, I'm not sure why I've been having these dreams, but I'm really hoping that you might be able to help me understand what they mean and what it is that I'm supposed to know.
What are you doing?
Taking off that dirty sock.
Men have their idea of freshness, and we have ours. Summer's Eve deodorant spray neutralizes odor so you can feel fresh. Summer's Eve. Enjoy being a woman.
There are more than 29 million Americans without insurance who need help paying for their medicines. That's why there's the Partnership for Prescription Assistance. Through this free service, people who need help can call 1-888-4PPA now to see if they may qualify. Many get their medicines for free or nearly free, and I'm talking more than 2,500 brand name and generic medicines. Do you need help? Write down the number you see. It's your medicine. It's your life. It's your time to call.
New place, a new job, new girl, new pains. Whatever. I've got Advil, my every pain reliever. It works wherever I hurt. I'm all Advil.
I was tired of going job to job. Now, my career in healthcare is steady and exciting. Knowing I'm in demand makes me shine.
Concord gave me the chance to make a better life for me and my family. Now I have a shining career in healthcare.
Call Concord Career Institute at 888-517-1431. 888-517-1431.
Are you looking for a health plan designed with your lifestyle in mind? HealthNet's Diamond 15 plan offers affordable health insurance plans for individuals and families like yours that demand value for their healthcare dollars. And HealthNet's Diamond 15 plan includes coverage for services you won't find on most other plans, including a comprehensive network of physicians and hospitals. Call HealthNet today at 1-866-541-8922. HealthNet of Oregon, for the health nut in you.
Yes, ma'am, you had a question, Sylvia.
Hi, Sylvia. It's great to be here. I just wanted to ask, my husband and I met later in life. We're older, and I deal with anxiety issues, and I was just wondering, I had a miscarriage, and I was wondering if you ever see children in our future.
A boy.
And
yeah. And also this fall, so you and she can get together.
Great. A boy? Thank you.
Absolutely.
Healthy?
Oh, yeah, honey. Otherwise, I'd say, please be careful.
My next guest says, she started dreaming about dead people at the age of 10. I see dead people.
I see dead people,
I see dead people. You see them all the time.
I know.
I don't see them at all. I don't want to see none. Take a look at this.
I know you don't.
At age 10, I started having very disturbing dreams involving dead people. In all of my unusual dreams, people are always trying to communicate something to me. About 4 weeks ago, I had a dream about my father. I was in a school, and two instructors led me through the school. I was shown a chalkboard that was covered with a white blanket, and underneath there was a message that involved my father's death, and my father is still alive. I do remember a voice telling me, and I quote, "It took her a long time to get this to you." And I instantly tried to scream. I woke up and I was very upset. Sylvia, I'm not sure why I've been having these dreams, but I'm really hoping that you might be able to help me understand what they mean and what it is that I'm supposed to know.
Please welcome Sarah to the show. What did you want to ask Sylvia?
Well, I'd basically just like to know why I've been having these dreams. I've had them since I was very young, and
the message.
There's always messages. The dream started about my grandfather. He always shows me things.
Right.
He speaks to me without his mouth moving.
You know, on one show I said that, and I've even said that at lectures. You swear to God you hear them, but their mouth doesn't move.
Yes.
You hear them.
Yes.
Yeah.
in the beginning, he knew that I was very afraid, but as the years have gone on...
Yeah, you're not.
Well, I used to be very... It would frighten me a lot.
Me too.
But as the years have gone on...
But see, this is everything to do with helping people.
Okay. There's people that I don't recognize. I know that they're dead, but I don't recognize them.
Wait, can I ask a question on that one? Because isn't it, once you start talking to one of them, then all the dead people coming through.
Absolutely.
So, you know, you say...
I mean, children, adults, everybody.
I have talked to many people and even gone out with Montel Williams show people and talked to people that I didn't know, but that I talked to them.
But wait, I sat at a seance, not seance, but at a...
Yeah, that's a trance, yeah.
All right, we sat at a seance with Sylvia one night, and literally everybody we were asking for was coming in, but then it was like a parade. She had to keep kicking people out of the way to keep talking to people. So if you open up the door and start talking to dead people, every dead person out there is like, hey, I got somebody to talk to. Wow!
Absolutely. It's like oh my God, somebody's ringing the phone. This happened up at St. George. Or
yeah, that's right, where we were at.
Yeah. It's like, oh my God, somebody's ringing the phone. Pick it up.
Wait, since you brought up the laptop, wait, I gotta tell this.
I'm sorry.
Let me tell you, it's really a trip to be alone with this woman sometime. You know what we did? It was what, Halloween night?
It was Halloween night.
Halloween night, I did a trance with Sylvia.
A spirit guide, Francine.
Spirit guide trance with, well, that's right, Francine was there.
Yeah.
In this room with about 7 people, and you want to talk about having a Halloween night, boy. Oh, you know what?
Weren't those people freaked?
Wait, we gotta do that one time.
Yeah, we should. We should.
I got an idea. You know what? Next year, can I do this for you? Can we hook this up? We ought to do an event like on Halloween night. Let's find some really scary place, and we'll get people from the Montel Williams Show audience, studio member audience. We'll invite some of them and us. Do about 20.
Yeah.
Huh? Would that be kicking? That's our event next year.
Yeah, that's right. They wouldn't be afraid.
Let's pull it. Wait,
you wouldn't be afraid.
So,
Not
I'm
if
sorry.
I was there.
That's okay.
I would
It's your show.
No, let's have fun, because you start talking to dead people. She talks to a lot of them.
But I just want to know, what is my grandfather trying to tell me, and why am I dreaming about my father's death?
But it's a long way away. Do you see what I mean? But it's trying to prepare you, you know.
Do you see how my father's going to die? Because in my dream, his heart attack. That's how I saw it in my dream.
Well, I'm seeing the same thing.
Okay. So is there anything that I need to do? Why can't I remember the messages?
Sure. I mean, I think we're giving messages not just to let him fall through the cracks. Make sure he gets cardiac workups. You know, what's to say we can't prolong?
Okay. All right.
Gotta take a little break. We'll be back right after this.
Have you had an unusual experience and you need Sylvia Brown's help? If so, call us at 1-800-MONTEL-2. That's 1-800-MONTEL-2.
Oregon is expanding its prison facilities, creating a high demand for qualified correctional officers. A great job opportunity, especially for women and bilingual minorities. Starting salaries range up to $2,899 a month. College of Legal Arts offers a 30-week evening course that trains and prepares you for this rewarding career. For more information on becoming a correctional officer, call College of Legal Arts today at 223-5100 or 1-800-342-3465.
Are you still paying too much for internet, TV, and phone service? Then listen up. It's time to do the math and save with Quest. Add up what you're currently spending and see how much you can save by bundling with Quest. The savings will surprise you. Call now and get our best value ever. For under $93 a month, you get Quest high-speed internet with a super-fast dedicated connection. Direct TV service with 100% digital quality picture and sound on every channel. And digital voice with unlimited local and long distance. It's reliable phone service you can count on. Call today and get a better bundle with Quest. It's high-speed internet, direct TV service, and digital voice with unlimited local and long distance. And right now, it's all for under $93 a month. Don't miss out. When it comes to bundling, cable simply can't compare. Stop spending too much. Switch to Quest and start saving today. Compare, bundle, and save. Call Quest today at 1-866-371-6284. That's our spirit of service.
I want to create a workspace that makes people feel great.
I want to design a nightclub that people can't wait to get into.
Innovation.
What does it mean? In interior design at the Art Institute, it's thinking in terms of color and texture, as well as form and function. It's planning down to the last detail. But most of all, it means being the creative professional you've always wanted to be. Interior design, the Art Institute of Portland. 1-800-886-1066.
Closed captioning provided by...
People all over America are discovering Lunesta. More information can be found on lunesta.com or by calling 1-800-LUNESTA.
Promotional consideration provided by the following.
Technically, it's called urinary tract infection, but most women refer to it as... Until you get to the doctor, get Azo.
If you've been injured in an accident, you need to know your rights. Call the Cochran firm for a free consultation at 1-800-LAW-HELP.
Yes, ma'am, you had a question for Sylvia.
Yes, hi, Sylvia. When my dad was dying in the hospital, he constantly tried to type something or show an alphabet to try and tell me something, and I was always wondering.
He was trying to tell you that he was going to miss you, that he was going to love you, always love you, but he also was saying something about, I don't know who this was, but somebody, he kept seeing somebody by the name of Ruth.
Okay.
Okay, do you know who Ruth is?
No.
No, but ask in the family.
Check it. That's who probably met him, or if he was
Yeah, on the mother's side.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am, you had a question for Sylvia.
Hi, Sylvia. My son and my daughter are having a very hard time finding jobs. Do you see any kind of career for them?
You know, eventually they're going to start a restaurant.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I think they should go into business together. Maybe it starts out as a deli, who cares? And then it gets bigger. It's like this woman starting a little holistic center and then it gets bigger. Do you see what I mean?
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, well, please welcome Kathleen to the show. Kathleen. Talk to me about your relationship that you had with your son. Talk about that.
My son and I were extremely close. I was a single parent. I raised my 3 kids together, and excuse me. What happened was my son was transferred from Jacksonville up to Virginia to be closer to his daughter and to the family. He would come home every weekend. He needed to be home constantly. Wake up on a Saturday morning, something woke me up. I come downstairs, he's sleeping, he's snoring on the couch, everything's fine. All of a sudden, a complete silence in the home. He wasn't breathing. My daughter was getting the phone so I could call my daughter in Japan. And I said, is he breathing? And she called my name, and that, when it's that tone, you just know, get up and move. So my daughter took his daughter, and I called rescue, and I knew as she told me what to do, as doing CPR, I knew he was gone, and I felt...
Wait, let me ask this way. Your son was 22 years old.
Yeah,
comes home one night but dies of complete congestive organ failure, right? Complete congestive organ failure the next day. Now, how long after that? I mean, I guess they do an autopsy? So obviously,
yes.
And the autopsy determined what was the cause of death?
Complete organ failure.
But they don't even know what caused that.
And they said it could have been the adverse effect of drugs. Accidental adverse effect of drugs.
But he was in the military?
Yes, sir.
So if he was in the military at that point in time, he probably wasn't using drugs. Because they test him. But the question is, later on, how much longer after his death did you get this voicemail message?
It came in almost to the hour a week later. He died on a Saturday morning. I had woke up at 7 o'clock. I would say by 7:20, my son would stop breathing in the morning. The following Saturday, the day after we buried him, no phone call, the phone didn't ring, no nothing. There was just a voicemail on there. I checked it that morning, and the house was full of people, but it was very quiet. And I checked it that morning, and I closed it. I got a little nervous because it sounded just like my son.
And this is what she heard. Listen to this voicemail message that was left a week after her son
After her son passed.
On her cell phone. Listen to this.
Right.
Now, we should say that after checking with the phone company, there's no record of a phone call made to or from that number, yet that message appears.
That's right. Well, when you're calling from the other side, no singular or Verizon works on it.
Come on, they say Horizon goes everywhere. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? I'm in heaven. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sprint don't, no, that's fine.
Okay,
Sprint don't have no record. I ordered the phone.
Wouldn't.
No incoming call, no missed call, no nothing.
And you know damn well there was.
I know.
Absolutely, you've got it.
Yeah.
But was there did the autopsy reveal drug use?
They said he had given a prescription for Zoloft like 20 days prior to. It was the end of January. He died February 18th of this year. And I don't know what else was going on. I know that he was just so sad. I know he wanted to be close to us.
Yeah.
He wanted to be out of the Navy to come home. He wanted.
But see, this wasn't suicide. This wasn't suicide.
Yeah, that I know. But the message, I know it's my son.
I do too.
I know the message is for me. I just don't get what he's meaning. I heard something at the table. You know, you go through all that paperwork and it's all military and you got all this going on and I didn't understand.
What he heard was he was afraid he was going to be bumped out of the service. Do you see what I'm saying? For some reason. I don't know why, because I don't know the history of this.
I took him back, though. It was 2 weeks prior to.
Yeah, but wasn't he afraid that he was going to be bumped out?
We thought that's what was going to happen.
Well, that's what he just told me.
Yeah. Yeah. And I told him, I said, it's okay, but just stand strong and be there for me, for your daughter. And I kept going back, but there's so many hard feelings going on right now and with the family business.
I gotta take a break. So you keep talking, I gotta take a break. We'll be back right after.
I didn't understand what he meant, like he heard something bad about me. Because I know the message is for me. I know it in my heart.
No.
Do you know a special woman who's making a difference in her community? We'd like to hear her story. All you got to do is go to montelshow.com to nominate someone you know for Voices, the annual campaign sponsored by Charmy Shops to recognize the achievements of remarkable women. 5 winners will get $20,000 for their charity and a trip to New York City to tell the story right here on my show. One voice can lead to a course of change.
Every year, over 800,000 people rely on Liberty Medical for their diabetes testing supplies. The Liberty team can help you do the things you need to do so you can go on with your life and do some of the things you want to do. They'll talk to Medicare and your insurance company to see if your diabetes testing supplies are covered. They'll do all the paperwork. You'll have no forms to fill out, nothing to pay up front, and there's never a charge for shipping. Oh, and when it's time to reorder, Liberty will remind you. So do yourself a favor now and join me and 800,000 other people who rely on Liberty. Give them a call. They can help you live a better life.
To find out if you qualify for home delivery of diabetes testing supplies, call Liberty today at 1-800-379-9357. There's no obligation. Call now, 1-800-379-9357.
After I became a mother again, I realized I needed a degree to further my career. I don't want my children to worry about how they're going to pay for college. After graduating from ITT Tech, I realized that having a degree does make a difference. I think there are no excuses for you not to accomplish your dreams.
We are educators helping people build a foundation for the rest of their lives. ITT Technical Institute, School of Electronics Technology, education for the future. To find out more, call 1-800-ITT-TECH or visit us on the web.
Has your doctor told you that you're disabled, but Social Security still denied your disability benefits? Don't let your frustration with delays by the government cause you to give up. We can help. I'm attorney Merrill Schneider, and my law firm can help you get the Social Security disability benefits you deserve.
If you've been denied Social Security disability or need help applying for it, call the Schneider Law Offices today at 1-800-630-4SSD. Call right now.
Have you had an unusual experience and you need Sylvia Brown's help? If so, call us at 1-800-MONTEL-2. That's 1-800-MONTEL-2.
Yes, ma'am, you had a question for Sylvia.
Yes, Sylvia, hi. My mom passed away about almost 2 years ago,
course, I haven't gotten over that yet.
No.
But she had jewelry that she really loved, and because she was in and out of the hospital, I had put it away from her, for her. But after she passed, I couldn't find it, and it was put away. It wasn't like laying around.
No, no, no. It looks like you put it, because I have something like this, in a little pocket thing with a zipper on it. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it seems to be in some kind of a linen, where linens are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So look there. You know, people say, I lost it.
You hid it from yourself.
Yeah, that's right. But if they could remember, then they would go right to it.
You don't think so, right? Do you think you hid it from yourself?
No, I don't think I hid it.
Yes, you did.
But you know what? If you stop and you start thinking about it a little bit more.
because the reason why I say linen, it's got handkerchiefs, linens, you know,
Well,
things.
she kept asking to see it, and I knew I had enough time, so I'd get it to her eventually, and I never showed it to her, so I'm wondering if she took it and put it in the linen closet, maybe.
But wait,
well, they can aport it, but no, it's in there anyway. I don't know whether you put it in there, or who cares? It's in there.
Okay.
When was the last time it was seen? Who had it?
I'm sorry?
Who had it the last time it was seen?
I did.
She did.
And I had put it in, you know, I put it away for her.
Do you remember where you put it?
Yes,
Okay, and where did you put it?
with all the jewelry in a drawer.
Okay.
And her, only her
What
pieces are
What is
missing.
the silk, like the silk thing? It looks like there's a silk thing.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, it could be near that then. But I'd look in the linens.
Is she still around me?
Oh, yeah, she hasn't left you. Well, I mean, she went to the other side, but she hasn't left you.
I gotta get one more. Yes, ma'am. You had a question for Sylvia.
Hi, Sylvia. My father was adopted when he was a child, and he had an older sister, and he can't seem to locate her. Would you know where she is?
She's dead, honey.
Okay. Okay, thank
Yeah, her
you.
name was Penny. Does he know that?
Penny?
Penny. Or Penelope. Penny.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, but she's gone, honey.
Yes, ma'am. You had a question for Sylvia.
No, Sylvia, somebody told me I should read one of your books, and I know you wrote so many. Which one would I benefit from?
Oh, read all 37. Read all 39.
of them?
There are 755 books by Sylvia Brown, all of which have been bestsellers, along with this one right here. The woman wrote so many books. Just start picking one. You can't pick one. It's like Doritos or chips. You can't eat just one. You can't read just one.
Start with the new one.
Start with this one, but then go back to Adventures of a Psychic.
Yeah, and then you'll
Adventures of a
see
Psychic.
up to that
Good,
point
and
my
then you
life,
just go over to
as
the
well
other
as my spiritual journey. Much like all the rest of yours.
What was the one that you did that explained to everybody everything about being a psychic with all the information in it?
Adventures of a Psychic.
No, but you also had that had the whole roadmap of like what every phylum was. and all that.
Journeys of the Soul.
Journeys of the Soul. Get that book. Get that one, and then get this one, and then that starts you, and then we'll put you in rotation, and every week you'll get a new book.
On dreams, and we'll put you on.
Jeez, by the time you're done, you know what? People can start reading you now, and 35, because you'll be around.
Well, Reed and I were talking the other night, my publisher, and I said, you know, I could die tomorrow. And I have, no.
That's not possible.
No, well, I know. I'm
You
just
can be
saying
around for another
hypothetical.
45
I know,
years. Okay.
hypothetically, but they've got 4 or 5 books of mine that they could keep releasing them every year. Do you see what I mean?
You gonna be like Tupac?
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means.
Wait, did you hear that? She don't know what that means. I finally got you. We'll take a break. We'll be back right after this.
Was that singer?
Yes, it was. Thousands of you have been moved by Sylvia's inspirational words, and now you can get them every single day by joining Sylvia's Inspirational Life Message subscription program.
Just text Sylvia to 84000 or go to www.sylvia.org.
Each day, I'll text an inspirational life message directly to you.
Message fees are just 50 cents or less per day. For complete information, log on to www.sylvia.org.
So subscribe to Sylvia's Inspirational Life Message program today and get a message every single day.
Tickets. For free audience tickets, call 212-989-8101 or visit our website at www.montelshow.com.
Chandler's moving out.
You are going to be in charge of paying the rent. And when does that due? First of the month. That's every month?
That's correct.
Tonight on the 10 o'clock news, it's every parent's worst nightmare, their child being snatched away in the blink of an eye.
Well, let's go. Come on.
The investigators go undercover and find out just how easy it is for a child to be taken away.
Oh, can I play?
It was very hard watching them walk away.
It's a story every parent should watch. Tonight on the 10 o'clock news. First, live, local.
Dick Hanna Kia is now at the giant Vancouver Automall. Shop new or used with over 2,600 cars, trucks, and SUVs, all in one location. And the Dick Hanna Customers for Life benefits: tires, car washes, rental cars for life, plus all the discounts, rebates, and low prices posted right in the window of every new Kia. This new 06 Kia Rio gets a whopping 35 miles per gallon, just $89.95. With the power to surprise, it's Dick Hanna Kia, a lifetime of service and customers for life.
Massage therapy is quickly becoming a popular career choice. With Ashmead College's hands-on training, you can become a massage therapist in about a year. In our classes, you'll learn all the major techniques, including Swedish massage, sports massage, deep tissue massage, even aromatherapy. And when you graduate, you'll have a wide range of employment options, including spas, cruise ships, health clubs, and more. For a brochure about this fun and rewarding career, call Ashmead College at 888-548-1654. Call today.
Seems like there are a lot of places popping up these days that want to lend you money. The problem is they don't tell you about their mounds of paperwork, slow approval, low loan amounts, and high rates.
Rapid Cash takes the stress out of getting the money you need with less paperwork, fast approvals, the maximum loan amounts, and low rates. Rapid Cash offers payday and auto title loans to meet your needs.
Call the Roo for the location nearest you at 503-790-CASH.
Promotional consideration provided by the following.
It's the perfect gift for Mother's Day.
Muy caliente.
Season 6 of Everybody Loves Raymond on DVD. Loaded with special features. Bring it home today on DVD.
Is your vacuum as powerful as my 8-pound Oric XL? Try it risk-free for 30 days.
Yes, ma'am. You had a question for Sylvia.
Hi, Sylvia. Recently, my mother, a co-worker, had informed her that my grandmother, who passed away less than a year ago, is stuck in Purgatory, and she needs our help.
For God's sake, that is so stupid. The woman
Wait. She said she's stuck in Purgatory and she needs your help.
She
and for
needs our
$19.95,
help.
I'll show you how to do it.
She needs our help.
No, she doesn't. She went right directly to the other side. That's dumb. The next thing she'll be doing is asking for money.
That's what I'm saying. For $19.95, I'll tell you how to get her out. Exactly. And then if you throw in another $5.95, I'll get her right to heaven.
You know the percentage of people being stuck, even though we have Ghost Whisper and all that, is, I swear, 1% of 1 millionth. I mean, we know how to get here. We know how to get back.
Yeah.
And why would you get stuck anyway?
No, it's because of unresolved. But the reason why we make such a big to-do about ghosts is because it shows people that the soul does survive. That's why we make such a big to-do about it.
Gotcha. Yes, ma'am. You had a question for Sylvia.
Hi, Sylvia. My father passed away approximately 17 years ago, and towards the end of his stay here, he was very incoherent, and I spent a lot of time with him, and I still spend a lot of time with him. And I want to know, towards the end of his life, did he
understand what you were saying?
Yes.
Yes, he did. Yeah. Because in and out of that gibberish sort of thing, you know what I mean? He did have lucidity. You know what I mean? He'd have brief lucidity. And I've said this to everybody that's suffering with people that have Alzheimer's. They're not in there. They're not in there. They're coming and going. Yeah. And people say, oh, I feel so bad because my father is not himself anymore. Of course not. It's a shell. He's coming and going.
Thank you.
Got to take a little break. We'll be back right after this.
Have you had an unusual experience and you need Sylvia Brown's help? If so, call us at 1-800-MONTEL-2. That's 1-800-MONTEL-2.
Tickets. For free audience tickets, call 212-989-8101 or visit our website at www.montelshow.com.
The Lasik Vision Institute has changed the lives of thousands of people.
I want to stand on a rooftop and recommend it to everybody. It's the coolest thing ever.
Lasik Vision Institute was great. They were wonderful.
My husband looks at me in a different light. He
enjoys me a little bit more. Everything from the consultation to the procedure itself was just real simple.
Our centers feature independent surgeons who have performed over 500,000 procedures using the latest FDA-approved technology, including custom Lasik technology, all at unbelievable prices. We would like to send you a free information kit that will answer all your questions about Lasik and show you how you can finance your Lasik procedure absolutely interest-free. Call now to get your free information kit. There is no obligation.
I was amazed. It was pretty cool.
They informed me that it was going to be quick, and it was really quick. I mean, it was much faster than what I thought it would be.
I don't know why I didn't do it years ago.
I'm really happy that I did it. I should have done it a long time ago.
Take the first step. Call today and request your free information kit and get all the details. Our centers feature independent surgeons who have performed over 500,000 procedures using the latest FDA-approved technology, including custom Lasik technology. Our procedures start at just $2.99 per eye. Call now to get your free information kit that will answer all your questions about Lasik and show you how you can finance your Lasik procedure absolutely interest-free. That's right, 0% financing. Call now to get your free information kit. There is no obligation. Call us now at
1-800-358-2408. That's 1-800-358-2408. 1-800-358-2408.
The Lasik Vision Institute. Experience, commitment, technology, and affordability.
Take a look at what we're working on for tomorrow's show.
If you make one single mistake, you will never see your daughter alive again.
How did this one end? You won't believe it.
Her scream haunts me to this day.
Let's take a look at what we're working on for Friday.
There was a horrific thud heard, which was my brother's body hitting the overhang.
9 months ago, her brother disappeared from his honeymoon cruise. You follow where they don't stop the ship. Well, the book is called If You Could See What I See by world-renowned psychic Sylvia Brown. Give it up for Sylvia for today. You know what? If you want to be a guest on a future show with Sylvia Brown, all you got to do is log on our website, which is montelshow.com. I'll take a couple questions as we go away.
Right, good.
Yes, ma'am. You had a question for Sylvia?
Hi, Sylvia. Me and my husband have one son already, and I have some health problems that prevent sometimes having kids. I just wondered if we were going to have another one.
Yeah, another boy.
And I'll be okay, he'll be okay.
Yeah, but not for about 1.5 years.
Okay, thank you.
Including pregnancy time.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. You had a question for Sylvia.
I've been going through some mini crises lately, you know, kind of with my children and my mom. And I'm wondering if we're going to get on with that.
Get beyond this, yeah. I think your stress level has been really high, though, too, which you can't help that. It's just been, you know, sometimes I get like that. We all do, don't we? You say the wrong thing, you just want to go, psh.
You're watching